everyone, it's Sarah and I'm here with a Freckled Fawn Friday for you. So I started doing Freckled Fawn Fridays last year, towards the end of last year, and just loved it. And so I'm going to continue it. And I know it took me a while to get back to it. I had a little bit of a hiatus from scrapbooking, and then I was ready to come back in February. So I'm back and I'm excited. Okay, so the point for Freckled Fawn Friday for me is that I subscribe to the Freckled Fawn embellishment kits every month. I have been a subscriber since the very beginning, and I just love their monthly kits. They are all embellishments. There's no paper included. And I just kind of found myself really letting them pile up and not using them as much as I wanted to. So what I've done is I have taken all of my kits and I put them into a large iris container, so everything is all together, and I'm going to be making layouts once a week with these kits and then using paper from my stash, which is great because it's helping me use paper from my stash, and I'm also starting to use up a lot of these really awesome products. So I have started out with 2 pieces of pattern paper there. Those are both from Crate Paper paper pads, like just the really large ones that you can get at Michael's. And I just picked out a gray heart background, so that's the gray part, and then I have an orange paper over that, and those are both from Basic Gray. And then I also pulled out a piece of vellum that is stamped with gold foil hearts on it, and that is from Die Cuts with a View, and I believe I got that at Hobby Lobby. And then I also went back to one of these crate papers and I pulled out a little journal card and I cut that out, and then I'm also looking for something to back my picture with because I need it to stand out a little bit more against the gold foil there, and I'm just trying to figure out something. And I decided to go with this wood grain because it has an orange tone in it, and orange is really the main color that's going to be going on in this layout here. So I'm going to go ahead and mat my picture onto this wood grain. And this is an 8.5 by 11 layout because I'm going to be putting this into the album that I'm doing for my husband and I for when we were dating, because I have a whole bunch of pictures from when we were dating and realized I hadn't made any layouts about that because I didn't start scrapbooking until after we had already been married. So I'm going back and scrapbooking a bunch of these layouts, and I'm going to put it into an 8.5 by 11 album. So I went ahead and cut out that little journal spot to make it a little bit smaller, but I still have the orange outline on it. I am using this resin frame, and I want to use that to highlight what I'm talking about in the picture so that there's a lot of attention on it. I have these transparent hearts and just a whole bunch of stuff that I have pulled from my kits, and I love these 2-tone hearts here that are kind of a light orange and a dark orange. So the papers are the only things that were not Freckled Fawn, because Freckled Fawn kits do not come with papers, but everything else is Freckled Fawn. So everything else on this layout, just know that that's where that's from. I'm not going to say it every time. But this picture is of a bathtub, and when my husband and I were dating, we did a little bit of a long distance thing for a little while. He left school and went back to live in his hometown, and I stayed in school, and we were about 6 hours apart. So we had a little bit of a long distance thing going, and I went up, or I went down actually. I was more north of him, but I went down to visit him for Christmas. Sometime over my Christmas break, I went down to visit him for a few days, and there was one night where his roommate was going to be gone for the night, so we had the apartment to ourselves, and we decided to make it very romantic, and we had a bath and everything, and he put bubbles in the bathtub and drew a bath, and when we went in to look at it, the bubbles had made a heart up by the faucet. Like, it's literally in the shape of a heart, and we took a picture immediately because we just loved it. And I'm really glad I kept that picture because now I'm scrapbooking it, because we always think about that. You know, if we do take baths, we don't really take baths that much anymore, but it was just a very special thing that happened. So I'm glad that I still have that picture, so I'm scrapbooking about that. And that's why my title is Love Bubbles, because the bubbles made a heart, and I thought that was really cool. That was a very romantic week for us. That's kind of when we really were declaring to each other that, you know, we were the ones. So he was the one for me, I was one for him, and it was kind of like, you know, from there, not too long after that, we got engaged, and the rest is history, as they say. So that was a very important weekend for our relationship. Okay, so I'm getting these hearts down. I will go back and put the title down with my quick dry adhesive. I'm just not going to do it on camera because my camera was running out of battery, so I wanted to get this done as quickly as I could before I ran out of memory. But I'm using some enamel dots here, and I used a clip that says "Don't forget." This little arrow says "Adore." I'm pretty much trying to use things that have orange tones in them. That little piece of washi tape has plus signs all over it, and it's orange. And then I'm going to use one more sticker here, an orange one on here, and it says date. So I'm going to put December 2001 because that's when, I don't remember the exact date that we took a bath, but I remember it was December because it was over Christmas break. So, and it was a year before we got married. Then I'm going to do my journaling here. And then I believe that's going to complete my layout. I had pulled a few other things that initially jumped out at me from my kits, but I don't use everything. Since this is an 8.5 by 11, I don't want to clutter it up too much. And that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions at all, and I'm very happy I'm getting back to my Freckled Fawn kits here. And I will leave a link in the description to the kits if you want to check them out. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.